Oh, I'm going to start this one. Just so that we're... Hi, I'm Jennie Brown.
And I'm Nhan.
We wrote a book together called The Property Investing Formula, full of lots of tips and strategies on how to make money investing with property. But today we're going to give you a tip on strata titling.
Geez, what's strata titling? It sounds something like, strata cumulus, like clouds or something. What do you actually do when you strata title?
Well, we're supposed to be experts now.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right. It's like cutting things up into pieces like a pizza.
That's right. Yeah,
yes.
So for example, a really great example of strata titling is to buy a block of flats that's all under one title, or block of units, and individually title each unit so you can sell them off separately.
And why would you want to do that?
Well, because usually you can make good money on it. That's
cool.
One of my favourite strategies and one I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars on.
Me too.
Yeah, so let's talk about some tips with strata titling. The first thing is that you need to make sure that it works in your market. Because we sometimes see that, people get this idea that it's just going to work and they go out and do it and they don't do the research. So make sure you do the research, check your numbers and make sure it's going to work.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one of the other things I love about strata titling,
I'm listening.
Yeah, and that is that usually you rent the property out while you're strata titling, and even though it may be negative geared, this is the one time I actually enjoy a little bit of negative gearing because it means I've got some cash flow coming in while I'm doing the actual project.
Sure.
So I love that cash flow coming in.
Great.
What other tips do you have, Nhan?
Look, strata titling, like you've mentioned before, only works in certain markets. And when I was doing it, I made a lot of money doing it, but also it was a skill that I was using to develop so that I could do strata titling of my own blocks of units, whether I'm building townhouses or land subdivision. So it is definitely a skill that you need to know and understand if you're going to do bigger projects as well. One of the pitfalls of strata titling that people do it when they buy it is that they need to check if the property can actually be strata titled, because firewalls is a big factor and they've got to go to certain heights and ceilings and roofs and things like that. So you do need an expert to check during the due diligence period, i.e. during the finance period or before you go unconditional, before you commit to 100% to buying the property, that it can actually be done.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Check with your local council or town planner and make sure those requirements are.
Yeah, because the last thing you want to do is buy a block of 5 flats or a block of 5 units and you've paid a good price to strata title under the expectation you'll make good money at the end, and you can't do it. Well, it's all well and good to get a positive cash flow property, but you're tying up a lot of capital.
Nhan, I once bought a block to strata title and I was doing really, really well, and at the very last minute the council required me to do all this fencing and a concrete driveway in one place, and that costs a fair bit of extra money, so make sure you have a contingency plan in place. I still made a lot of money on that deal, but I knew I had that contingency there if I had an unexpected expense.
And that's like what Jen was mentioning before, isn't an added advantage is strata titling. It's existing, therefore you can get rental income, and if you're going to renovate internally with the units, you can always vacate 2 of, let's say, the 6 units and renovate those while you still get rent on the other 4, and it allows you to go along and...
This is one of my most favourite strategies.
Oh yeah, me too.
And the other thing I really love about it?
What do you love about it?
Well, I really love the fact that it takes very little of my time, because it's literally more or less a paperwork process that you hire an expert to do for you, and it goes through the process, and at the end of the day you have something of more value.
Yeah, and this combination strategy, you can combine it with, let's say, a minor renovation, let's say rendering the building, change the toilet, the bathroom, spend $5,000 a unit or something like that, and it allows you to really experiment and expand your skills, which is, if you're going to be a very successful property investor developer down the track, you will need a variation of skills. So that's us for today.
Hang on, I have one more thing to add to this. I have a friend who used this strategy, and he would build 4, sell 3 and keep 1. And then the next time he would build 4, he would sell 2,
and keep 2.
And so on. And he built a debt-free portfolio by doing this strategy. So it's something, it is very, very powerful. So that's today's tip.
Yeah, excellent. Hope you enjoyed that. And to find out more about our book, where can they go to?
propertyinvestingformula.com/book will give you some more bonuses, some more tips, and more information on how you can get this incredibly valuable book on how you can make money investing in property.
Till next time, I'm Nhan.
And I'm Jennie Brown.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. High five, well done. That was good.